back on NFL Daily. The Eagles and the Giants have a lot to live up to in terms of taking a primetime spot, making it your own. That Bills-Patriots game was a great primetime game in the end.
And last week's Thursday night game, the Rams-Niners game was the game.
Mm-hmm. One of the best games of the season, I think. And then the Jags and the Chiefs.
Great game.
Just days, Jourdan, after we spent an entire segment, an entire show, naming the Jaguars kind of the unofficial team of NFL Daily, but calling them the most messy, fun team in the NFL. They showed up and they made it happen. Like, that game was so fun. I don't know if Giants-Eagles is going to be that fun.
Yeah, I never roll out weird stuff happening. But this, it's weird watching the Eagles right now. We mentioned this earlier in the show. They're banged up along their offensive line. Saquon Barkley
he's going for 200.
Yeah, reportedly, yes, going to play, but feeling some knee soreness earlier this week. It's a short week, obviously. That's tricky.
Psych job.
I love it.
He's excited. Hey, Giants, I got a sore knee.
Yeah.
So when I pound you for 200, I'm like, oh, yeah, my knee feels so sore.
And their run defense is so bad, the Giants. So you have Saquon going in there, playing them for the second time. And, this is like a perfect matchup for him.
But their running game is so bad. It's so crazy to think about.
Oh, they're slump busters.
They might be. It's the interior of their offensive line. Tackles are great. They're fine.
Yeah.
Lane Johnson looked back to being himself. But Cam Jurgens admit he's playing banged up. He's not playing well. Landon Dickerson has a million injuries. He might not play in this game because he has the ankle injury. And then Steen. And you just think about the identity of what the Eagles have been over the last 10 years, really. And it's like this offensive line, and it's their pass rush. And they're not in the top 20 in the league right now in terms of quarterback hits or pressures from
Greg,
a four-man pass rush.
One in the trenches.
And that's the whole Eagles thing. So there is something about, like, all the negative attention on the Eagles kind of makes sense to me because I think they're searching a little bit for who they are.
Well, I mean, look, we saw the Chiefs go through it, right? It's like whoever's on top, okay, what are the flaws? We saw the Patriots go through it for years. What are their flaws? Oh, they're starting 2-2 or 2-3, and then they go ahead and march it on. I think the Eagles, again, they're nicked up, but they're going to be just fine. And it's Thursday night, though, so you can't count the Giants up. You know, everyone thought that the Niners were going to get 10
because the Eagles have
spotted.
legitimate flaws. Yeah.
Well, and everyone thought like the Niners were going to get 10 spotted last week with all their injuries coming here to L.A., and they came in here and they showed up. So you just don't know what's going to happen.
I expect the Eagles pass rush to. I mean, I feel like Jackson Dart is just going to be under pressure all night long, especially because he doesn't have Malik Neighbors or, that's a rough one.
And Jermaine Illuminor has been out of practice this week. Granted, it's Tuesday. It's tough to know. He's quietly had one of the best years of any impending free agent contract. He's playing really well at right tackle.
The list?
Like he is. Oh, he's pretty high on the list because there's never tackles.
I think Devin Lloyd is number one on that.
That's a high one.
Up his option.
So if he doesn't play, then suddenly, that could wake up the Eagles pass rush, or maybe they'll keep blitzing more. You know, they're having to come out of their comfort zone a little bit. Yeah,
Vic Fangio calling still not like in exorbitant amount of blitzes, but more than we're used to seeing from him, especially in the first halves of games when their four-man front is not getting home. But yes, I think you do that, but you also have to be aware of Jackson Dart on the move. And this is where I think Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean come in so handy as like such an incredible tandem.
Yeah.
You cannot get anything into the flat against Cooper DeJean when he is playing in the slot. That's basically a no run, no passing zone at this point. And who is Jackson Dart, aside from his legs, where he's running up some of the middle creases, but he's also been trying to hit the perimeter a little bit. So those flats on the left and right sides, okay? You can't do that because Cooper DeJean's there. And Quinyon Mitchell manning down the other side and locking things down so well. And then he's also hitting the tight end a lot. Theo Johnson, we predicted with Malik Neighbors out, he would kind of become a little bit more of a security blanket, and he very much has been. And so, okay, where are you trying to hit Theo Johnson? In Cooper DeJean territory.
Well, it sounds like a Zach Bond game, too. I mean, Zach can cover the tight ends, and he's a good spy. So, knowing how Vic loves his outside linebackers, and be creative with Zach Bond could be a factor in this game.
Yeah.
Let's listen to Brian Daboll talking this week. I just love the way he ended this little clip. A little bit of a Stinky Davis.
Yeah, you watch all the games, and you watch him when he's out there get open, big, strong, fast, has good hands, can run any route you want him to run. I'm sure they can throw him the ball as many times as they want. That means Saquon doesn't get it, or give it to Saquon, and AJ doesn't get it. There's one ball. They're all really good players. Smitty, I mean, I've been around Smitty. I think he's an exceptional receiver too. So I think I'm sure whatever they want to do or think they need to do, that's what they'll do.
Oh, no.
You have to watch the tape. AJ's open a lot.
Oh!
Your reaction, Colleen?
Oh, you know what? I actually like Dave All more for that, though.
That's awesome.
That is insane. I love it.
You got problems in the building?
He's trying to sow a little discord.
I like how that's just like petty a little bit.
And when your team isn't great, let's go to the dark arts of let's mess them up a little more.
Great.
AJ's open a lot.
He's open a lot. Let's throw him the ball.
Fantastic.
I tell you what though, I was too distracted because I know it's the Cancer Awareness Month that he has on the Giants thing, but I need 3D glasses to watch that thing on the chest.
Yes, another invitation to check out the YouTube just so you can see Brian Daboll's.
Absolutely.
And look, there will be open. He will get open against
That's
the
what I was saying.
Giants
They're out
too,
there.
if they
Be
protect
careful
him.
what you wish for because the Giants secondary is completely outmatched and outmanned by this group of receivers. They would outmatch and outman most secondaries in the league should they decide to throw the ball down the field.
They got to protect, against Abdul Carter, who continues to be on fire, and so to block up those.
Thibodeau's played better.
But honestly, they kind of did it pretty well against the Broncos, who have maybe the best four-man pass rush in the league. I don't think pass protection was the problem in that game, and so yeah, I think we could see some AJ Brown on the field.
Is there a metric, by the way, that measures receivers or pass catchers who are open?
Yes, but it's not reliable because of.
Really?
I mean,
Depends on what you consider open.
no offense, next gen stats people. There is separation score from ESPN. There's how open you are, but it really depends a lot on what your role is in the offense too, where you are and scheme. So it's tough.
We're not there yet.
I don't think we're there yet. I am curious to see how, our guy Jackson Dart looks in this game. There's a lot of hope balls. That's what I call them in the game in New Orleans, where it was just like,
and he's taking too many.
I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm just going to hope, and I'm just going to throw it up there. And
and Brandon Staley plays the same defense as who? Vic Fangio.
Because they had a beat, and that works maybe if you have T. Higgins and AJ Brown.
No,
that's not going to work with these Giants receivers. Like hope balls don't really work to these wide receivers.
Yeah, and then another, I guess, security blanket, although like a very angry and violent one, emerging for Jackson Dart is Cam Scatterbo.
Yes.
Who someone said on social media that he runs like the Kool-Aid man, bursting through the door, which now I can't.
That's perfect.
Unsee that. So he's playing. Both of these guys are playing without regard for their own lives, essentially.
I love it.
Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo, which is what the Giants, I guess, they need it, right? And that's part of the game, of course. But Jackson Dart specifically is taking too many hits already. And Cam Scatterbo, I don't know how sustainable his particular style of play is.
He's taking too many hits, which is weird to say about a running back,
extra,
but it just looks like
he's looking for hits.
Like extra hits.
Don't expose your numbers, and he exposes his numbers.
Yeah. So just something to keep an eye on. Him in the past.
7's a lot, but I do like a championship team to respond after.
We got Jalen on the island. He's
lost. Yeah, Jalen's one I gotta
do it.
Stick up for us. Okay, that's Thursday Night Football. Just quickly, as we were taping, we had a very surprising trade come down. Odafe Owe, the first-round pick of the Ravens 4 years ago, is going to the Los Angeles Chargers. Steve, what was your first reaction when you saw this?
Well, my first reaction is
fascinating. Alohi Gilman is going back.
Alohi Gilman, the safety's going back. But this has an addendum to it. Earlier in the day, the Ravens signed C.J. Gardner-Johnson, second safety, who didn't play last week for the Ravens, Kyle Hamilton. This is telling me that maybe something's brewing with Kyle Hamilton injury-wise. If they go back and they get two veteran safeties, a younger one and an older one, one's going to add a little spice to the defense. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who did not play well or fit in Houston.
Yeah.
But you don't go to the Ravens kicking that noise.
How many weeks is he there?
No.
Baltimore?
No. And that building.
Gardner Johnson?
No. It's just funny. We were keeping tabs on it because it's like he goes to these different stops and it gets shorter and shorter every single
That's all right.
time.
He has been humbled, I am sure. When I saw that he signed for their practice squad, I thought, man, what have the last couple of weeks been like for C.J. Gardner-Johnson? And the fact that he's having to sign to the practice squad, I feel like he's going to have learned, and he's a good player.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm going to say, all right. weeks left.
He'll be there through the
left.
season.
Then I'm going to give him one more year. 30 weeks left. I think he gets a solid year and a half.
Will he be benched at any point?
But this is,
and then he'll kind of expire.
I mean, he could. But look, last year when the Ravens defense took a turn, they adjusted their safeties. Right? They sat Marcus Williams. They brought in Darius Washington, who's hurt, pulled a Achilles before the season, and their defense got better. They adjusted Kyle Hamilton. Maybe they think they can, reset in some way here. They've got bigger issues because when I watch the Ravens, to me, it's not schematics. I was watching them get blocked all up and down the field and guys not get off blocks. DBs in position to make plays and not making plays. So I think maybe adjusting like this. Oweh's a good player.
So Oweh had
a little brotherly love too, because it's the Harbaughs, and then that front office comes up from out of the Ravens. Yeah,
I think they both know that they're trading players they're not completely happy with. Oweh's at the end of his contract. He's going to be a free agent this year. He had 10 sacks a year ago, but even in that season, I think he's viewed as an inconsistent player. Like he can get washed out a little bit in terms of the running game, and in general, like been a very up and down throughout his career. He doesn't have any sack, like hasn't had a lot of pressure this year, and to give up a first-round pick pass rusher that's a pretty strong statement. That like
contract year 2, it might be some cap clearing stuff. Knowing the Ravens got to clear some space.
And the Chargers
they move early when they're going to move. They move. Yeah.
And the Chargers have like no pass rush right now whatsoever. They also got.
I mean, it's Thule and who else?
That's it. A 5th-round pick in the deal. So Oweh goes for a 5th for Gilman and a 7th. So it's a trade back essentially, and that's saying that Oweh has more value in the trade. But just kind of fascinating to
Welcome
see it.
to LA.
It almost feels like at first I was like, are the Ravens giving up on this season? But no, the Gilman part.
Jesse Minter, I mean, again, they run the similar schemes, so Oweh will fit right in.
Yeah, and Jesse Minter needs a player who has the potential that Oweh has in order to maximize what this defense actually can be and rush the way he wants to rush. Then his coverages can deploy the way he wants to deploy them. We haven't seen the same version of this Chargers defense of late.
No. Things change fast in the NFL. If you had told me that, the Ravens are,
it's wild how much it changes.
1-4 trading a pass rusher off the worst defense in the league. We'll see.
I mean, the Browns trading Joe Flacco.
He's got to get to Pittsburgh, and then he will complete the set.
Okay, so we did Quarterback Island a little later than probably we would have because I was overseas. Thank you for your patience, and that extra time I think helped to get Drake May on, so I'm happy. Congratulations to everyone who made it to Quarterback Island. We will do another Quarterback Island episode in about 4 weeks. I cannot wait. One of my favorite days of the season. We will be back on Wednesday. We're back to the normal preview shows. Double-barreled action from the Chris Wesseling podcast studio. Maybe we'll have some funky trades. Tuesday's really the day for trades in the NFL.
Get excited.
Quarterback Island. It's always Island time here in the Chris Wesseling podcast studio.